at you, big dog. You're so nervous, you're peeing. It's okay, buddy. Hey guys, Natalie here with Canine Performance, and we're here with Philip, who just dropped off his dog, Kane. He's going to be with us until the 16th, so about like one day over 10 days. Yeah. About 6 months old. So this is going to be a lot of foundation work for him. No, we're not gonna pee on that. You're gonna pee again? There we go. So as you can see, nervous peeing, which is totally okay. We just need to build a lot of confidence for him.
Crate.
Yeah.
Peeing in the house, which is part is like puppy.
Yeah.
He's been jumping up a lot.
Awesome.
He definitely wants to eat like Zeus's food.
Yeah.
He's getting better though. Like I'll snap at him and he'll go away, but he definitely will try to sneak in and grab food.
Yeah.
He drinks a ton of water, which I don't know. That's just probably him. He plays in his water.
Yeah.
We'll scoop at his bowl, but part of it is he just wants to eat a ton, I guess.
Yeah.
Too, so, other than that, he needs to learn not jumping on the couch. But part of that is jumping up.
Yeah.
I really just want to get him super used to this crate. He's pretty good with sit. Mm-hmm. He doesn't know lay down or anything like that.
That's okay. We're gonna do all of that.
I want him not to jump. This morning, he cut my hand because he was I opened the door, I had both dogs, and he jutted out and hit my hand.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So he's really he's been pooling a lot more lately because he really wants to go.
Yeah.
So I want him to be a little bit more tame, but most of the time he's pretty good walking next to you.
Good walking.
So
Awesome.
just working on that.
Yeah, okay, so walking with the jumping. Oh, good. Oh, I thought he was gonna lay down. He's gonna shelter in behind you. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come. Oh, that's a good boy. Good job. Come here. Come here. Oh, yes, good job. You're just nervous. Oh, look at you, so much peeing. It's okay.
He'll try to pull out of his collar.
Yeah, we'll be working, especially, I'm glad that he's so young because one of the things that I really want to work on with a young dog is something called opposition reflex. So you can see that he's leaning into the collar because it feels good and it's where he wants to go. And dogs that learn to not do that. So if you were to hold on to the end of this right here. And if I do this, what do you do?
I'm gonna pull.
Yeah, you're gonna pull on it, right? That's the exact same natural reflex that dogs have. So going to work on removing that is gonna help a lot with the leash walking and then. Alrighty, so Natalie here with Canine Performance, and Kane just got dropped off. He is, I believe, did he say 8-month-old? He's a German Shepherd Husky mix, so much like my Atlas. He has a lot of submissive peeing. He started jumping up on people and a lot of leash pulling. His owner wants him to have a much more solid recall, to have his a little bit more control over his excitement in the house. He's jumping up on the couch. He's doing laps over all of the furniture and inside. Just have a lot more manners. He's a small puppy. He just needs a little bit more focus, and this will be a good opportunity to set him up with a really solid foundation. So for the most part, I can already sense right now he doesn't have a lot of confidence. He's pretty nervous, which is typical for a German Shepherd. So we're really going to be working on that. And for him being so nervous, not only building his confidence, but just really ensuring that my communication system with him here is just going to be really solid. Because if he doesn't understand the communication system, then it will be hard to communicate with him when he's distracted and what it is that I want. So. The next 10 days are going to be action-packed, filled with a lot of fun. So can't wait to show you guys. Hey everyone, Natalie here with Canine Performance, and I count this as day 0, to be honest, the day of drop-off whenever I first get a dog, because I'm not really working on anything in particular. But what we're going to be doing is Kane, he's super young, so what I'm really excited for is to build a really good foundation with him of being really motivated to want to work. And since we have 10 days to do this, he's gonna be going home on the 16th. I'm really excited for how much we can dig into this. So on day 0, pretty much. What I'm going to be doing is I am going to be reinforcing with the clicker. I'm going to be using both the clicker and my verbal markers, which remember are going to be yes, good, and no, to start establishing my communication system and start building that motivation and the engagement. So that is going to be my huge primary focus for the next, well, I mean, through the whole entire training, but especially for these 3 days. So as you noticed, he isn't doing, I haven't been giving him any commands, but if you've been paying attention, I have clicked and rewarded a couple of times because the behaviors that I'm looking for, I like those and I want him to associate the sound of the clicker with him getting food reward. And so another reason why I call this day 0 is because he's never been fed by hand before. He's never had any sort of training. He knows sit, and that's not even that reliable. And so just having this sort of new experience for him, he's in a new place, it's stressful. And so a lot of the times dogs don't really want to eat at all, which is totally fine. He's gonna be hungry tomorrow, he's a puppy. We've been working hard, we've been on a few walks today, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. And what I'm going to be doing is I am just going to be walking around, I'm going to call his name, and any sorts of behaviors that I like, I'm just going to click and reward for them. Not super hard stuff. This right now, what I'm doing, super awesome exercise to do if you've never really formally trained your dog and you're looking to start. This is the perfect place to start and what I would recommend for anyone. So we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, come. Good. 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 This is an excellent, excellent starting point of building this relationship, of this engagement, having this focus. I'm waiting for him to make eye contact with me. I want him to get to the point where he feels that he can. Good. Good. Where he can force me to reward him for behaviors that he gives me. So in doing this, what I'm doing is free shaping. And so if you're wanting to start training your dog, I would recommend grabbing a clicker, grabbing their food, and then going to a place with low distraction. Right now, there's like no distraction at all. And you can either ask them for behaviors, like if they already know a sit, or if they don't even know that, like they're a young puppy, all that I'm doing is I'm waiting for him to either come to me, look at me, pay attention to me, whatever it is. Any behavior that I see that I like, I'm going to click and then I'm going to reward for it. So, okay. Good, good. So right now, watch what I do. He sat, I like that behavior. I want him to feel like he is the one who is manipulating me to give him food by offering different behaviors. And now I'm going to wait for eye contact. And the more that we do this and the more training sessions we have, the more consistent I am. The timing that I have, we're going to build a really great relationship. It's going to build motivation in him. It's going to build engagement. I'm going to move a little bit. Oh, you got that, bud? We're going to move a little bit because he is kind of just slouching here. And movement is rewarding. He came with me. I like that. I'm going to reward it. He's still following me. I like that. Good. 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 And I know you can't see it in my hand, but sometimes I only have one piece of kibble, and sometimes I have multiple pieces of kibble, and I have a varying reward schedule. Right now, I'm using a lot of reinforcement. And so this way, he doesn't just get one reward, and then he wants to zone out. He just never knows when the rewards are going to stop happening. And so he's going to consistently stay engaged with me. Alrighty, so for you guys that are watching on either YouTube or if we made a smaller clip, he actually is pretty motivated, and I only did 1/4 cup of food. And so I'm actually going to grab another 1/4 cup of food because he's doing so great. And I really like the momentum that we had. I tried feeding him a little bit earlier and he just wasn't all that interested. And so I only wanted to grab just a little bit of food. So I think I might grab another 1/4 cup. And I've divided up his food already into 4 different bags. So he's getting 1/2 cup for one session, 1/2 cup for another, 1/2 and then 1/2. Since his owner didn't really know how much he was feeding him, he was just kind of putting some food into a bowl. So we're also going to have a strict amount of food that he's going to have. One of the things that I want to touch on in these beginning stages of dog training, it's kind of weird and uncomfortable to say, and I think that a lot of people don't like it, but it is the truth, is that a lot of dog training and a lot of success that you're going to see with your dog is all about control. And just like any words, it's going to have some bad connotations with some people and good connotations with another, but control when it comes to dog training is controlling the environment. So this is a low-level distraction environment. Controlling access to resources. So he eats at specific times in specific ways. He goes to the bathroom when I say he can go to the bathroom, even when we're out on a walk, and when he can have access to water, when he goes into his crate, where he goes, how long he stays places for. It's all about control. Anyway, so in these beginning foundation stages, especially right now, just getting him, but also as a puppy, I am just going to control everything as much as possible. The food, the environment, literally anything that this dog interacts with, I want to have as much control as possible to establish my leadership, because that's how dogs understand leadership. There's a lot of different things that go into leadership, but that is one of the different ways. And I don't have any food, but I like his behavior, so I'm gonna give him a pat on the head because he likes that.